You know that thing you hate? Your job, your regular job, the 9 to 5 job, that thing, the soul destroying thing that your whole life revolves around. And you're only there for 8 hours a day. But after the 8 hours, you can't do nothing else because this thing has just zapped your energy. Over the years, I've come up with a few hacks, a few little tips to make it a lot less soul destroying. Now, this video isn't for everybody. This video is for people that, work the regular job, but they aspire to get out. And they're serious about getting out. Not the typical, everyone likes moaning about their job. Everyone likes complaining about their job. It feels good complaining about it. Okay, I get it. This is for the serious people where they're really down about working this regular job like I was. So over the years, I've come up with some ways to make it way more bearable. Now, first, the way you view it, you've got to view it as a stepping stone, and that's it. Other people, their whole life revolves around, I can't do this because I've got work in the morning. I can't do this because of work. I've got to be here for work. I've got to prepare this for work. I've got to do this for work. How was work? Oh, work was this. Oh, can I talk about work? I finished work, but I want to talk about work. Don't be one of them people. Go to work. Do what you got to do. Leave. Don't even discuss it. Don't complain about it. Even if you had a good day, don't tell no one you had a good day. None of that. It's a stepping stone. You got to use this thing to pay your bills while you work on this other thing or learn this other thing, right? If you got a side hustle that you're trying to build, a business that you're trying to build, you're learning a course, you're doing whatever you're doing on the side, that's the big picture. This job is just keeping you afloat. That's how you view it, right? Because you view it like that, if your job starts at 9 a.m, you get there 8:59. Now, I understand public transport or you don't want to be late, so you got to get there a little bit early. Yeah, that's fine. Sit in your car until you're going to go in. That's fine. Sit in the canteen until you've got to go in. Don't be sitting at the desk 20 minutes early. Save your energy. This video is big. Save your energy. It's big on saving your energy. You need that energy for after work because all the important stuff is after work. The real work is after work. Your day starts at 5 p.m. Everyone else's day finishes. They're hooked in already. They're not leaving. They'll complain, but they're not leaving. They've got no goals to leave. They're not making no steps to leave. Their day finishes at 5 p.m. Your day starts. So you need to reserve your energy all day, right? Now, people think that if you do anything that's a little bit risky, you're going to lose your job. First of all, when you're working a regular job, you don't just lose your job out of nowhere unless it's a redundancy, right? So there's warnings, there's disciplinaries. Then eventually you could lose your job if you've been going down, consistently misbehaving, consistently being late, consistently not doing a good job, after having multiple warnings, right? Now, 9 times out of 10, that never happens. Now, when you're working this job, you got to remove that fear of you losing it. It don't matter if you lose this job, you'll just get another one. It don't matter. This isn't your retirement plan. So don't tread on eggshells while you're working in this facility. Don't tread on eggshells. If something's not right, make sure it's right. If you're being treated a certain way, make sure that stops. Speak up for yourself. As long as you do your job, get the work done. But everything in between, don't let it get to you too much. And don't tread on eggshells because you're not going to be here forever. So it don't matter, right? So yes, you get there on time. You can't be punished for getting there on time. You're never rewarded for being there early anyway. You know that. Everyone knows that. Now, you don't want to break the rules too much, but you want to push the envelope. Understand what you can get away with, right? You're not going to lose your job for having a couple of toilet breaks, right? You're not going to lose your job for having a sick day. As long as you understand how the company operates, you can maneuver and make the day pretty easy for yourself, right? So strategically plan your toilet breaks. Go when you need to go and then sprinkle in some when you don't need to go, right? So if you're not really busy and there's a tiny little bit of downtime, head over to the toilet, 5 minutes in the toilet. If the manager's not looking, he don't know where you are, go over to the toilet. By the time you come back, he don't know if you've been gone 10 minutes or 2 minutes. You need to do these little things just to reserve your energy. Oh, you got lunchtime at this time, leave a couple of minutes early. Not 10 minutes early, a couple of minutes. Take your time coming back, right? Make sure your work's done. Go for your break, have a little couple extra minutes, come back. Don't use the toilet on your break. Use your toilet before you go on break, right? These little things, it removes the unwanted stress of thinking you're going to get in trouble all the time. 9 times out of 10, the only way you lose your job is after you got 1 warning, 2 warning, a disciplinary, and then you finally lose your job, right? 9 times out of 10, no one even gets a warning. This place is a stepping stone. And this is a hard thing as well. Now, when you're at work, talk to people. Socialise. Talk as much as you can get away with. Right? Because I know at some places, they don't even like you talking to each other. They don't even like you laughing. You can get your work done, but if you're laughing and getting your work done, that's no good. Anyway, if you're laughing and talking, but you're still getting the work done, essentially, you can't get in trouble. You can't lose your job. But at the same time, there's a thin line. You don't want to develop too many friendships within these places, right? No after work drinks, no Christmas parties, no number exchanging, none of that. Because what happens is, you've got a plan. You don't want to be here forever. This isn't your retirement plan. This is a stepping stone. What happens is, when you get too comfortable in this place, you could have 3 bad days where you're feeling really down. And then on Thursday and Friday, do you know what? It wasn't that bad today. I had a laugh with the lads. It wasn't that bad at work today. These little days when it's like that keep you there longer. It justifies you staying there longer. You'll have little thoughts thinking, the job ain't that bad. It pays me okay. I can still pay my bills. The guys are okay. The managers are all right. I can have my headphones in during the day. It's not that far from my house. It's not that far from the gym. Blah, 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 blah. And before you know it, you're there 4 years longer than you were supposed to be. Because you're treating it more than a stepping stone. You're treating it as your life right now. Right? Your day starts after 5 p.m. Get that in your brain. After you finish work is when your day starts. All of this in between is an inconvenience, but you got to go there to pay your bills. And you got to go there to fund the little side hustle or the little small business you're trying to do, or the course you're trying to pay for, whatever it is. It's a stepping stone. Take advantage of your lunch break. Take advantage of your sick days. Everyone's entitled to be sick, right? You're allowed sick days. Use these days. You can probably never be sick within 3-4 years. That's fine. Use them anyway, right? And here's a trick. When you feel like having a day off, don't just have one day off and come back. Sick days are classed as a sick event. Sick day is kind of like, it throws you off a bit, so you feel like you're only allowed one day. When I worked, you're allowed 4 sick events, right? So don't have one sick day and then come in the next day, because then you weren't really sick, was you? So have 2. Put them near the weekend. If you're scared of putting them near the weekend, just have Wednesday and Thursday off and come back on the Friday, so it looks like, oh no, he must have really been sick if he's coming back on Friday. There's little things that you can do. Take advantage of the things that are there. Know your rights within the workplace. Know what you can get away with. Know what you can do. Understand what it would take for you to lose your job. And most of all, understand, but once you've finished that shift, it's completely out your brain. Leave it. As soon as you clock out on that little card, I know you've got one of them little cards. As soon as you hear that beep, back to work. Real work. Working on yourself, working on your future. These jobs are not your future. Peace.